I am 24 weeks pregnant and this is my weekly update. My symptoms this week, I was gonna say some issues with sleep or some trouble sleeping, but I've had a lot of trouble sleeping. I don't know why, but I'm getting like leg cramps and I have back aches and obviously also waking up multiple times a night. So definitely struggling a lot with sleep this week. I'm also grunting like crazy when I move around. I'm getting that, the pregnancy grunt and sighing and like everything is very heavy. My cravings this week, I have been craving these crackers called Kornmo with butter and cheese. They are delicious. And other than that, I'm still craving sour things and ice lollies. My feelings this week, I'm feeling optimistic. However, we did have a scare. Bambi was completely still at an ultrasound this week and I didn't really feel him move a lot. So that obviously made us worry a lot. So we went into the hospital to check him. Everything turned out to be fine. However, learning his movements have been nerve-wracking. But silver lining, I am thoroughly enjoying when he moves, so that is a good thing. The size of the baby this week. Bambi is now the size of a corn on the cob. He is the size of a guinea pig, and he's also the size of a plastic doll. Now I don't know how those three correlate at all, but that's the sizing. That means that he is about 600 grams and 30 centimeters long. However, at the hospital, we did measure him a little bit bigger. Yay. It's good for development, horrible for birth. Here's a little bump things. Some facts for you. The lungs continue to develop and the airways have now taken more of a recognizable form. And out of all of his organs, the lungs take the longest to develop, which is unfortunate for survival, obviously. But that doesn't stop him from practicing. And he is already sucking his thumb, and we also saw on the ultrasound he is practicing breathing in amniotic fluid. He's still quite tiny and he's covered in these little hairs that help him keep warm inside of me. By the time that he's born, most of all of this hair will be gone. However, some babies are born with both bodily hair and hair on its head, little tufts. White blood cells are beginning to form as part of his immune system, and he's now also receiving some antibodies through me or from me through the placenta. So that means it's also time soon to start, having vaccines during pregnancy. And also after birth, if I'm able to, or if you choose to breastfeed, you'll also be able to get antibodies through the milk. That's all I had for you this week, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye!